Yeah, I'm taking my time. I told you. Please be patient with me and my family during this time while I'm going to the bathroom. I apologize. Okay? I apologize. Is the ambient sound of the rain hitting the roof, like, is that too loud or is that too quiet? Is it okay? Hurry up. Hey. Chill. Okay? Chill. I'm coming. I don't have a pizza this time. Don't worry. I'm here. I'm pulling up, okay? Just making sure everything is working. Okay? As far as I can tell, I think everything is. Also, I'm not peeing anymore. Anyways. The rain is real? Yes, I'm sitting outside. I'm sitting outside. The rain is real. Let me adjust this camera right here. Make myself fit. The prompt doesn't need to be up yet. That's going to come up. That's going to come later. How's everybody doing tonight? The audio. What's on the docket for tonight? Well, the prompt was up there for a second. Dang, took it. Shut up, Tommy. Shut your ass up, Tommy. Okay. I've already got people calling in. Give me just a second here. Let me situate myself so I can be in the screen here. Okay. Dang, took you long enough? Tommy's getting timed out. Can mods time Tommy out for 1 minute, please? Timing Tommy out for saying I took too long. Sorry. Tommy's getting 1 minute timeout. 1 minute timeout. You're not allowed to point that out. I've got a phone number. I've got a phone calling in right now. I think I recognize it. I think somebody's called with this number before. I've got voicemails in the reserve here. So forgive me. I'm going to listen to some of those. When was the last time I did one of these? Let me look. July 2nd. Let me copy the... Can somebody send me... Can somebody send me the link for this stream so I can post it in my Discord? I'm too lazy to go through the rigmarole of finding it myself. Please, somebody do that. Somebody post the link for this stream so I don't have to go look for it. Somebody, anybody, anybody. So I can put the announcement in my Discord. No one's going to do this? Okay, fine. I've got... Here we go. Let me turn down this audio really quickly. Okay, heartwarmer, just thank you. Well, you posted it in the announcements anyways. It's not what I was looking for, but okay. We'll just add everybody on that one. That's fine. Works same difference. Thank you. I appreciate that. Somebody in my Discord got it. Why did you post that? Okay. Whatever. Fine. Stream is up. Let me just... I got to take a quick call here because I feel like I'm dragging along. Let me just grab somebody real quick. Chat with Chaney, you're on the air. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello, I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
Calling from Pennsylvania. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. I've got, 1 second here. Tonight we're asking people, what's their biggest regret? Can you give me your biggest regret?
Ooh, biggest regret. I think one of my biggest regrets was selling my PS2.
Really? When did you sell your PS2?
Yeah.
Let's focus on
I decided to pave the way with some other consoles instead. So I feel like it was only the best choice. But now I'm like, this thing was backwards compatible. It could play PS1 games and also PS2 games. So I really don't know why I sold it.
You play a lot of PlayStation?
I'd say I play quite a bit. The whole physical media debacle. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. But it's quite overstated on the internet, I would say.
Okay. I've heard about that. What do you think about that debacle, as you called it?
I would say that I'm kind of in the middle ground here. slightly leaning towards physical just because I've had an experience with physical over time, and I feel that there's a lot to it. You know, you get you used to get a manual, now it's just a freaking package with a disc in it that you install the thing onto the SSD. So it kind of feels pointless at this point. But at the same time, you lose a little bit of that physical ownership of the media, not the code itself, just the media.
Yeah, yeah. I was looking through my old collection of VHSs recently, and I don't know, it was kind of cool. It was kind of cool. I thought it was pretty sweet, actually. I like the idea of a big plastic box. You just throw that into the old VHS player. I like that. I like that. I like physical media.
It feels
I don't
super
know.
durable.
Yeah, no, they are. I mean, like, you get to whack somebody over the head with those things. They're great. They're excellent. Well, I appreciate you. I just had to.
You called about the physical media. I'm so sorry about that last.
Oh, that was you. You were one of the voicemails. Yeah, saying something about physical media. People got the wrong impression. I'm not sure what that was about.
I love that.
Well, I appreciate that. I gotta listen to some voicemails right now, actually.
Oh, you'll probably find my sorry response in there somewhere.
I'll play it. I'll play it for the viewers. Okay. Well, I appreciate you calling back in.
Have a good night.
Sure, you too. That was a nice guy. I liked that guy. I think this person's called in before. Keep 3 copies, one for showcase, other for use, and the last to spread the gospel. Yeah, honestly, that's a good policy. I might steal that sometime. I might steal that and tell that to somebody else and say I came up with it. But that's a good policy, all 3. I got messages in here, people saying hello because they don't know how a voicemail works. Some of you don't know how a voicemail works. I'm not sure why. You should be able to leave voicemails, but some people are like, hello? Hello? Trust me, it's a voicemail. You can take it. Let me see what this is.
Hey, Chaney, first-time caller, second-time watcher here. I enjoyed your last video. I'm down to talk about whatever topic if need be. Probably keep some personal information near and dear. Maybe omit some things, but I'm willing to talk about anything and everything. You seem to carry yourself well. You have a very professional, can-do attitude.
Thank you.
You know, you're my type of people. So let's chop it up. Let's politic. Hit me back. 781-490.
Whoa. Hey, okay. You guys don't need to know his whole phone number. Okay, I'll cut that one off, but I will call that guy back. In fact, I'll call that guy back like right now, just to get. Well, there are a couple voicemails here. You know what? I'll call him back just real quick. Tonight we're sipping on a delicious Da Vinci Pinot Grigio from the 2025 collection. Not sponsored, though. If I ever am, I would be incredibly happy with that. A lovely white. A lovely simple white for a Thursday night of drinking. I thought, since I'm not getting any enjoyment out of this, and you guys are getting...
Telephone number 7, 8,
No, now I was trying to get his... Okay, he didn't answer. I'm not going to... his phone number out there. My voice... She voiced my mail until I say hello. All right, Tommy. Tommy, you're about to get timed out for another one, all right? I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. I'm not going to actually do that. Oh, whoops. I'm not... Oh, didn't mean to call that guy. Fuck.
Yo, what up, Chaney? So, I don't know.
Oh, this was a guy who's trying to give advice on the guy who's talking about his ex. I can't even remember the context. That one, I won't play that because it's not
I'm
here.
the guy who asked about the physical media. I'm just here to apologize about that, and I'm actually interested in talking about it. I think that just slipped past after I sent the voicemail.
Okay. I know. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, just wanted to know what you're typing in women. I'm personally a huge cougar guy, but I'm not picky.
The best part about this voicemail is that it's 5 minutes long. So he intros with, hey, what's your type of girl? I'm personally into cougars, but I'm not picky. And then it just is silence for 4 more minutes. I think he might have forgot that he left it on or something.
Oh my god, that voicemail voice is so scary.
I'm sorry. That's like that. This is like a whole thing. Sonic Ball Scratcher. Okay, I see your number. I see the message you sent here. You got a lot of stuff to say. Call in with your biggest regret, and we'll get that answered. Voicemail. This guy's been waiting on the line. Chat with Chaney, you're on the air. I've seen you waiting in the queue. I'm sorry about taking so long to get
Hello?
to you. You're here now.
Huh? What?
How's it going?
Oh, hey, it's me. It's me again.
Again?
You know, yeah, I was the guy. I was the autistic guy that I called from before.
Oh!
I said that you helped me. Yeah.
Yes. You were the one who had problems with everybody you work with.
What? Huh?
Was
No,
that
I
not
don't
you?
think so.
You
No.
called in saying
It was me. No, I was the one who I said I think I might have autism, and I said I would.
Oh, right. I helped you discover. Right. I helped you
Yes,
discover that you
yes.
had autism. Right. Okay.
I still have not gotten that test yet. It's for some reason, I don't know. It's taking a while. No, I'm having a good night here in Tennessee.
That's
By
excellent.
the way, I live in.
Could you give me your biggest regret?
My biggest regret. Oh, this is a tough one. Hold on. My biggest regret was when I have a lot of regrets, Chaney.
You got to pick your biggest one.
My biggest one. I would have to say.
Okay, you're taking your time here. Let's go.
I don't know.
You don't know? All right. He can call back if he figures it out. But if you got nothing, think about it. Come back. Think about it and come back, okay? We're not going to sit here and listen to I understand you're autistic. We understand we're friends of autists on the show. I very well could be autistic, but I'm sorry. We're not going to have that. Joe with Chaney, you're on the air.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing excellent. I'm doing autistic tonight.
All right.
How are you?
I'm not really that autistic. Maybe I am. Who knows? Maybe you'll diagnose me too. I'm calling in from Newark.
Everybody's
based in
autistic,
Jersey.
man. Hey, up in Newark, New Jersey. Wow. Hey, how you doing tonight? What's it like living in that place?
Well, it's something. I'll tell you. You know, every time you go there, it's like a shitty New York. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it gets loud. It smells like weed. You'll find a beer bottle on the ground, but it's nice. It's nice. You know, I mean, I can't complain. I'm just hanging out. You know, I was watching you stream because I saw your what's it called? Your video on dating the other day.
Mm-hmm.
It was fucking good. Just want to let you know.
I appreciate that.
But I'd say my biggest regret right now is I made a Hinge account and I did this like a year ago, and I don't know. I'm not a guy who's a big proponent of online dating. It feels like when you're doing it, it feels like you're just stuck. It feels like you're playing this game. It feels like you're a sucker. I don't know. A lot of people, maybe they disagree with me, but I can't find anybody. I graduated from like my college a year ago. So like the big question is like, how do I find anybody? You know what I'm saying? So I tried online dating, and it felt like I was like taking a spin on my like personal morals, you know? Like I'm doing this stupid shit where like I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and slide up on this shorty. I'm gonna slide up on this shorty, and I just feel like an asshole. I just feel like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like stupid because this is not something I do. You know, I'm a big guy who believes in, I guess, the whole traditional shit, for lack of a better term. It's like I'd rather talk to somebody who's, you know, I guess doing something physically, like right there, you know, something like, I guess, like the cafe or the gym. Is, you know, those are common things people tell me. But I don't know. It's just, it feels like a big rat race for dating these days. I've been single for about 2 years now, getting out of my relationship. And sometimes it was a bad relationship, just to leave it at that. But sometimes I'm like, shit, maybe I should have stayed in the boat, you know? Because it's just like, I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this shit, man. I don't see anybody. I go to the gym all the time, and I go to work. That's it. That's all I do. I'm an accountant, so it's like all I do is work. And if I'm lucky, I go to the gym.
Not a lot of baddies in accounting.
I don't know. There's a lot of baddies in the gym too, but yeah, I guess they're all 40-hour work weeks or taken. I don't know. It's just one of those things. But yeah, I wish I didn't go back to Hinge out of desperation. I feel like it's one of those things where one of those girls probably saw the very shitty shot. Because I don't talk to ladies. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Sure.
You know, I don't talk to the ladies, and you know, I try to be a little bit bold, and it probably fell flat on its ass, and it probably put me, you know, in the group chat or the private story. Maybe not even. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm on a TikTok somewhere floating around.
Hey, yeah.
You
I
know,
mean,
my
and
thumb
so
up my
what?
leg.
So what? That's, you know, all publicity is good publicity. That's the way I see it.
I guess you could say that.
You gotta think about that, right? You gotta think
yeah.
about that.
I don't know. It's hard. Do you believe? I don't know. I mean, I'm a little stupid. But do you believe that like being like 5'6" is it matters? What do you think?
Here's the
'Cause I
thing.
feel like that wasn't something dabbled on your video.
Yeah, I didn't really address the topic of height, though I know the comments definitely did. A lot of people feel very strongly about the dating pool as it pertains to height, especially men. But I can speak, and this is anecdotal. This is anecdotal. As somebody who is like 6 foot and up, I'm winking. I'm winking at all the people out there who have crushes on me. You know, join the Patreon, pay me some money. But I think that no. But what it comes down to is like, I've known 3 separate people in my life who are good friends of mine, who are all who are nowhere close to 6 feet tall. I think one of them is 5'6". Another one, I even had a friend of mine who was 5'4", and
It's pretty good.
I think the other was like 5'7".
I'd be friends with you too.
But my point in saying that is like these 3 guys at separate times in their life, separate occasions, they, you know, because they're good friends of mine, we talk about this stuff all the time. They would say stuff like, "Oh, it's just so hard to date, and like I can't find anybody," and they were really concerned about it. One of my friends, one of them, like in fact, I think the 5'6" guy was balding, and he was super concerned. He's like, "I'm balding, I'm short, like this is just over for me." And he's like 20 years old. He's like, "It's over, it's done."
Yeah, Jesus.
And then
that's not a good start.
It sounds bleak, but I tell you this honestly, he started to kind of live his lifestyle in a way that he was comfortable with, and stopped concerning himself so much with dating, and he just like started a new job, working as like a server at an Outback for like a week, and the person who was training him was this girl who like just really liked him, like really liked his personality because the way he carried himself was just comfortable, easy to be around, and they've been dating for like a year. And I've met them both. She's the sweetest thing on this earth. It's hard to find good people these days, and she truly is a good person. And it's like he was so concerned about how he's balding, how he's short. She's like the same height as him, and she loves him to pieces. So I used to believe that there is some sort of like looks maxing. Like when it comes to the dating apps and it comes to a more secular world, it sounds really discouraging. But I absolutely, there are tons of women out there just waiting to date like a decent guy. Women do not care as much about looks as we think that they do. And I'm saying that with 100% honesty, firsthand experience, knowing plenty of women. I'm just being for real.
It's pretty reassuring. Thank you, my friend. I'm reading the chat here. This guy said, "My biggest regret is sending risky texts." It's just not something I do. You know, it's just not something I do. It's not something I did before. I figured I'd give it a shot. I regretted doing that. Also, this other guy said gabagool. What are you gonna do? Eh?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I'm Filipino.
He's Filipino. Wow. You're a Filipino from Newark with that accent. That rocks. That's awesome.
I don't know. When I was taught like phonetics, I'm one of those asshole kids that like copies people right from the bone. So like my teachers, they're from like Staten Island area, so I just copied it. There you go, gabagool.
Hell yeah, that rocks. That rocks. But yeah, I mean, my ultimate takeaway and my bit of advice for those people is it's 100% about the confidence that a person carries themselves with. And that sounds so trite. It sounds so tired. Everybody says that, like, oh, just be confident and it'll work. It's like, that sounds like baloney. But it's honestly, like, what is it? Occam's razor. It's like the most likely answer is more often than not the answer. Like, it's that simple. I mean, I think to myself about it like this. It's like there are women who date convicts. There are women who are obsessed with guys who are like
I'll go to the
pedophiles.
gym and like the Jesus, the people I'm going to the gym with, you know what I'm saying? We'll be like, Jesus, how do you pull her? You know what I mean? I mean, like, I'm not gonna hate on the guy, but it's kind of just like the bar is low for some, and then the bar is high for some. I don't know. I guess I roll the dice bad.
Yeah, people are different, and I understand that whole feeling about dating apps. It just feels it's kind of like it's like shopping. It's like using the Temu app. It feels like a game. It doesn't feel like real life. You're swiping through people who've had totally different lives from yours and totally different experiences from yours, like in families and everything, and they're like
Oh, yeah.
relegated to this one small screen space, like a vertical swipe.
Yeah.
It feels odd. It's like
It feels like I got a better analogy than that. It feels like it's like Indeed. There's no difference between Hinge and Indeed, in my opinion. I don't know if you agree with that take, but in my
yeah, that's fair.
experience, it's what it feels like.
Yeah, it just feels. It doesn't feel real. It just feels so fake. It's like I'm not even. You could text these people. It feels like a chatbot. Even when you meet them on the date, it still feels like kind of fake. It doesn't even feel like you're really meeting a person. It's all just so superficial.
Yeah.
The scrolling element.
And then you get, and then they ghost you, even if you do
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
And then I don't even know. It's
not
like
worth
I
it.
don't even know.
it's not worth it.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
I guess while I have you, if you're okay with me yapping, do you mind giving like advice to me and any other asshole that like struggling to talk to people? You know what I mean? Because there's a girl in the gym I like to,
Gym's a tough spot, I will admit. But the thing that is true and also trite and also boring is also true, because I didn't realize that women were human beings until like freshman year of college. I was terrified of girls. I thought I was ugly. I thought I was disgusting. I thought women hated me. I couldn't talk to them. And once I kind of started to really learn that people were people, women are just normal people, then it's like a mindset shift.
Yeah.
It's so easy to talk to people, and you have to get into that practice. That's the frustrating reality. Is the only way to get over it is do it over and over and over and over again until it just becomes normal. Easy to talk to people, easy to like chat up somebody, new conversation. If you see somebody who's cute at the gym, you could go up to them. It's difficult the first like 20 times. But then after the 20th time, it gets slightly easier. And then the next 20 are slightly easier. And then the next 20 are like easier and easier and easier. But if you want to get more comfortable talking to people, you just got to talk to people. That's what I went through.
it's weird because like I'm only good with talking to guys. Full pause on that, okay? You know what I mean? But like I'm just being honest. Like I can talk to girls that are like, you know, if like they're in a relationship with the guy that like I'm hanging out with, you know what I mean? Like it's way easier because I know there's no pressure. You know what I mean? I don't want them to think I'm a creep. You know, it's my biggest fear. I think a lot of men relate to that too. It's like you're afraid of being, like I said, like humiliated. Like say I do talk to this girl in the gym next to, you know, security's on my ass. You know, I'm on the fucking stories here. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
I do know what you mean. But I think that the adaptation to that is that, in my personal opinion, so you can take this with a grain of salt, but I kind of live for that. It's like a lived experience. It's like it's good to get kicked out by security. It's good to be rejected because it's interesting. It's fun. It's something else. It's like you're experiencing something new. You're training yourself something different. If you just keep assuming, and I feel like just from this short conversation, it seems like you're very down on yourself. Like you're assuming for those people that you're going to ruin this, or you're going to make this interaction bad, or people are going to seem this sort of way. You're deciding for the world around you how things are going to go. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You just got to let
It's a
the
big
world see
criticism I get
you.
all the time. You're right.
Yeah, let the world see you. Let the world see what you do, and then they decide. And more often than not, people are dynamic. I think you'd be surprised at how received people are. People are like, oh, this guy's, he's nice enough. Maybe I will go on a date with him. It's all about like the way you carry yourself. Because if you go into it planning for the worst case, that's more often more often what's going to happen.
Okay. I just got to get out of my ass. It's
Exactly
it's
that. You got to get out of your ass.
Thank
It's
you.
a lifelong journey, dude. That's like the whole core tenet of Buddhism summed up. Got to get out of your own ass.
I like that. All right. I don't want to take any more time from anybody else. Thank you.
No, you're
Thank you,
good,
sir.
man. I appreciate your call. You're a good call. Have a good rest of your night, man. And good luck.
All right. See you around.
We'll see you. I like that guy. What's so... you guys are in the chat. Gabagool. Come on, man. I felt ugly. I felt worthless. I felt gay. Yeah. Why was Chaney acting chuddy on the game? I was. For some time I was, actually. Yes, I was. I think that was a good guy. I think that guy's got some promise. I think he's really... I think he's got a good future. I don't know. I just met the guy over the phone barely. The guy's doing admin work or gayer? I don't even know what that means. Okay. I got a caller that I missed here. I'm going to call them back real quick. What games do I play? Crusader Kings 3, Roblox. Chat with Chaney, you're on the air.
Hello, Chaney. How's your evening?
Excellent. superb, the best. How's your evening?
Good. I can only hear like one of every third of the words
Yeah.
that you're speaking, so I apologize.
Your microphone's over here. 1 second. I
Okay.
should actually be able to change that so that you can hear me.
No,
But
that's better. I think that's better.
you hear me now?
Whatever you're doing. Yes, yes.
Okay. What's your biggest regret?
So I do have a biggest regret. I'm not Israeli carrying. I got it in the chamber. But I was listening to your hold music, and I just want to say, do you think you can change it to something? Because right now it's like kind of cloying. I like it, but could you do like a 20,000 hertz rat repellent or maybe like binaural healing frequencies or something?
I could maybe switch it to music that makes you poop. I'll see about that.
Oh, that would be like a brown note? That would be awesome.
I'll get with my guy on that. All right,
cool.
What's your biggest regret?
So, my biggest regret, and I have thought about this for many, many years.
Oh, gosh.
There was this Kinect game for the Xbox 360 called Power Up Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
And my cousin put me onto it. We would play, it's a 2-player game where you basically pose your body to do different moves. It was a fighting game, but it was physical, obviously, it was Kinect. And I loved that game.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was younger and I was maybe in middle school, like early middle school, I'm like, hey, I want some money because I'm not going to make money doing anything.
Sure.
I want to go to GameStop and return this game and get the money so I can buy another game.
Sure.
Well, that turned out to be one of the worst decisions ever because I go up to the kiosk and my parents have already told me, hey, you know, you can say no if you don't like the deal. But again, in middle school, you don't have a concept of money. So I go up to the kiosk and say, hey, Power Up Heroes, how much is this worth? And they quote me like, I don't know, $3 and change.
Okay.
And in my head, I'm like, well, that's not going to buy me a new Battlefield game, but, you know, this guy behind the counter, he's like 2 feet taller than me, and he's saying that's the price.
What does that
So
mean? Wait, what?
I pushed that game across the counter, and I sold that game that I had so much fun playing for like $4. And now I'm sure if I go on eBay, that thing's probably selling for at least $20. And I really want it back. That's my biggest regret.
Your biggest regret is selling a game to a guy who, for some reason, you noted was 2 feet taller than you, and now is only $20.
Because I was in middle school, and I was like looking up at this guy who's like normal height, and I'm like,
Have you always
oh,
respected
4 foot.
people who are taller than you?
No. Ever since I met somebody with a name that rhymes with puke, I stopped respecting tall people.
Interesting. Okay. I'm assuming this puke character is tall?
He's reasonably height. I guess like, I don't know, probably 6 foot something. It's not you.
No, I know. My name does not rhyme with puke. So I gathered
Correct.
that.
Yes. Yes. Mhm.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Well, I'm sorry you had
know,
to sell that game, man. It sounded like I said gay man, but I said you had to sell that game, man. That sounds awful.
No,
Why
I
don't you-
parsed that correctly.
Can we get, if I got together, let me see if I can get a fund in the chat here. You said it's $20 for this game now?
No. I said it's probably $20. I can look it up right now.
Look it up right now. Give me a price tag. We're going to work together in the chat. We're going to get this money to this caller. Have him
No
buy his
way.
game. We're going to do that. We'll crowdsource this. And I won't pocket it this time like I did last time.
Wow.
This time I
That
will
means
be
so much.
honest. Tell me, how much?
Like-
Look it up right now.
I'm looking it up. It's not letting me sign in. I don't know why I have to sign into eBay. Oh my gosh, hold on.
Why
Give
is
me,
this-
if this doesn't happen in 10 seconds, then
I don't know
forget
how
it.
these goals work, man.
10, 9, 8, okay, no, go away. Power Up Heroes. Power Up Heroes.
Power Up Heroes.
Yes, so it's $18.99, $20. Oh, there's one for
$18.99.
$6. $10. Yeah. No, but that game, I love that game. There's like progression, like you can upgrade your heroes. There's different heroes. There was like electric type. There was like death, mythic type. There was like darkness type. This is bringing
Oh,
back
shit.
some memories, actually.
I think that this,
Yeah.
I've got to work on, I don't know how these goals work. I don't know how these goals
Okay.
work, but if you guys, okay, let me change this goal, okay? I'm trying to set a goal here for you. Don't worry, we're going to get you this, buddy. Send me a DM. We'll find you something. Let's do all the colors. 5 super chats. Buy this caller his favorite game, folks. Set this goal up. If this guy, if you guys believe in his story, you guys want to buy him his favorite game that he accidentally bought all those years ago because the guy was taller than him, then you can do that. You can donate to this fund. Doesn't it? Yeah. Do you have a full-time job actually?
I mean, if you consider like sitting on my ass all day a full-time job, then
That's
yeah.
every full-time job ever.
Yeah, and it's air conditioned, so it's
All right. I'm hanging up on that guy. Forget the goal. He is not getting a goal. We are not buying him his game. Enough of that, dude. He does not need that goal. We're not getting him that game. He's got a full-time fucking job. He sits on his ass, and he's air-conditioned. Nah, Haas. No game for you. I'm sorry that you lost your game, but you're not getting it. Chat with Chaney, you're on the air.
How's it going?
It's going excellent. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, not bad, not too bad. So, I've been wanting to talk about, you're out for the biggest regret, right?
Yes.
So this is going to be a little crazy one.
All right.
If you don't mind, I have another story also.
Try your best to make the most sense in the least amount of time. I'm not going to press you.
Yeah, of course.
But I want to hear it all.
Of course. So, there's this one thing. So, I was in the shower, right? And, I was, dirking it.
Mm-hmm.
And while I was in the shower, I slipped. And my phone went into the toilet. I had 47 tabs open. Had to explain my search history. It was, it's crazy.
Your foot went into the toilet?
No, my phone.
Your phone went into the toilet.
I have a little bit of a lisp. Sorry.
That's okay. So wait, you fell into the toilet and you had to explain what was on it? Did somebody find it?
Yeah, my grandma walked in, saw my phone in the toilet with the brothers. And, I don't know, I didn't know how to explain it to her. But, my grandma's a very crazy one. My grandma, I have a very expensive computer, gaming setup.
Sure, gaming setup.
And, this gaming setup, I've been had it for many, many years. And, I just really love the gaming setup. It's about $700-800.
What?
So, I live in one more time?
That $700 and $800. Wait, okay, maybe you bought it a while ago, but that's a cheap ass gaming
It
setup.
was on a discount.
Okay.
Retail probably like 1,100.
So you're
12.
wait. I'm just trying to get all these things straight here. Your biggest regret is yoinking your sploink in the bathroom and your grandmother finding that because you dropped your phone in the toilet.
Yes. That's my biggest regret because because after that one, I wanted to explain it to you after what happened afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the game set up, retail whatever, $1,200. Got it on discount $800, and I really love the gaming stuff. So what she did is, I live in Keyboard, New Jersey, and there's a pawn shop. It's called Cheaper for You or something. Mm-hmm. And she pawned my gaming setup for some crack.
She pawned your gaming setup for crack?
Yes, for crack,
Oh my gosh.
Crack is very expensive here,
In New Jersey? I'm sure. I feel like it's probably expensive everywhere. Gosh, I mean, wow. So she pawned your gaming setup.
How much you pawned it for? Yeah.
She pawned it because you were whacking it?
Yes, because, in my gaming setup, I had a little bit of a little porn also.
Oh, you had porn downloaded on your gaming setup?
Yes. I'm like what people call a freak,
You're a freak.
And
okay.
it was very heartbroken, because she used to fentanyl, so now she converted into a crack, I guess, So every time I see her in the morning, there's just like white powder in her nose, and it pisses me off.
You know, I think chat's not believing you. I think people are saying this is
Not
skit-worthy confession. I don't think she pawned it because you're a wiggling bro. She just needed crack. People are saying what?
I think it was an excuse for her to pawn my computer to get some crack. You know, because he's been looking for excuses. And, you know, I can tell you the whole thing, you know, where it's located. It's also located in Keyport, the pawn shop. It's called Cheaper For You.
I don't need the locations, man. I mean, you're not the promoter. But I mean, you know, I'll believe
No, I
you.
I know.
I'll believe
But,
you because
you know,
I'm the host here. And I have to believe everything everyone tells me on this show. That's a policy. We take it very seriously. But,
No, but this is a very serious conversation we're having here.
Yes,
Because, you know,
it is.
it's happened about, like, a week ago. You know, I'm happy for you to take my phone.
A
you know,
week
'cause,
ago?
My
This
phone.
happened a week ago?
Yeah, a week ago.
Man.
A week ago.
The masturbation to crack pipeline. That needs to be studied. That's it. You
I
know what?
And
I
it's not only crack. She used to do fentanyl. So.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Okay, I've got to let that guy go. Folks, I've got to let that guy go. I'm not sure I believe him. I have to believe him because it's my job. That's what I do on the show. I believe everybody. But I couldn't. You know, in good faith, I don't think that guy was on to something. If that's a true story, I am so sorry to hear that. That your grandmother has struggled with crack addiction to the point where she is pawning your pornography computer. But my opinion, I don't know if I believe you. Sorry. But have a good rest of your night. Hopefully you can get another gaming set for $800, which is just bullshit. Then he hits you with the Baba Booey. That's also what I was thinking. A small part of me was thinking, this might be a Baba Booey guy. And I might get Baba Booeyed again. People bob my Booey all the time. She was definitely going to pawn it regardless if you were going to shave the pig. Shave the pig? I've never heard that one. I also have to say, Jeggy TV 7.77, $7.77. Power Up Heroes for Xbox Connect. I'm sorry. The promo already ended. We're not giving that guy that money. If you want that money back, let me know. I can refund it for you. The promo is not for him. Otherwise, I will just keep that money for myself. And I will use it to buy another bottle of wine. Shave the pig, crank the hog, all the same. No, I know they're the same. I just never heard that before. I want to hear her biggest regret. Pawning the porno PC. Yeah, pawning the porno PC. Okay, this person called in earlier. Chat with Chaney. You're on the air.
All right. I finally found out what my biggest regret was.
Hit us.
Okay. After thinking long and hard, I know what it is.
Okay.
In 4th grade, I joined a golf club. All right? And
That's
I thought
awful.
I was good at golf. I was good. I was kind of good at golf. Until I hated it. I hated the team. And everybody was so rude, and including the coach, too. The coach was, pretty sure he had, like, a grudge on me. And that's not like a, oh, the teacher has a grudge on me when he's doing, like, the most horrible stuff ever. No, I'm pretty sure he hated me for, like, the least stuff that I've done. And after this, this is the reason why I've become, like, afraid of, like, public spaces, too. It's because of this moment. Even after my mom or dad has tried to convince me to join, like, a sports team, I have declined them and turned them down because I'm afraid of what the people there will think about me. Because, this and, like, just them saying, oh, dude, you should, and, like, my dad saying, dude, we should go to the gym together. I was like, well, I mean, think about the people there. Because a lot of people at gyms are, like, really toxic. And I know this because I've heard from other people in my local town gym are all just filled with rude patrons, I guess you could call them, that people that go to the gym. And I just never wanted to go in public ever. And that's why I've always wanted to stay inside. And I felt more comfortable going online and stuff like that. I just don't. I'm just scared of, like, the public and what they think.
I just want to get this straight. Your biggest regret is joining a golf club in the 4th grade.
Yes. Which turned into my fear of social anxiety.
Your fear of social anxiety.
My fear of being in public in general.
Of being in public in general. Okay. So
I don't know why. What?
So
no,
have
you go first.
Sure. Thank you. Have you tried since then? At all?
Tried. 4th grade, how old is he now? 14. I just saw a chat and wanted to respond to it.
Wait, how old are you?
14.
You're 14? Okay, I'm sorry. I had to hang up on that caller. I can't be answering calls from 14-year-olds, guys. Can't be doing that. Not on this show. I'm drinking wine. I'm using inappropriate language. I'm cussing. Can't be cussing in front of kids, man. That's not okay. That's my one policy. No cussing in front of kids. Everything else is okay. But I can't. I can't be talking to a 14-year-old on the phone. Okay, if you're a 14-year-old, don't tell me that you're 14. Okay. That sounds bad. If you're 14, don't tell me that you're 14 if you're calling in to this show. Just talk. I don't need to know that you're a teenager. If you're a teenager, I don't want to post this stuff. I could get sued for stuff like this. Don't clip that. That's bad. Please don't clip that. Terrible phrasing. Listen, I'm doing my best here, folks. I'm doing my best here. Don't. I'll stop. I'm not even going to say anything. If you're a teenager, please don't call. Don't call if you're a teenager. Please only call if you're above age. And that's the last I'm going to say of it. That's all I'm going to say about it. Just lie. Yeah, just lie. If you're 14 at that point, just lie. That's a great point. Why would you tell anyone ever that you're 14 years old? That is not a thing you should tell anybody. Because that changes the dynamic immediately. It's like, it goes from regular, like a regular conversation with a person, to like criminal. Don't tell somebody you're 14 years old. If you're 14 years old, get off the internet altogether. Your brain is still developing. You're going to be fried or molested if you stay online. So do not stay online. If you're a teenager, if you're below the age of 18, stay offline. Save your brain, please. Please. He's a real YouTuber. He's just afraid to show it. What do you mean by real YouTuber? I don't even want to know, dude. I don't even want to know. I'm your... Stop saying things. You're right. Honestly, I'll just take another call.
We're molested.
Chat with Chaney. You're on the air.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you want me to talk about my biggest regret, or do you want to talk about one of the 10,000 things that was in my voicemail?
Biggest regret, please. Whole lot of molesters in Chaney's chat. I don't know about that.
Oh.
I don't know anything about that. I hope.
I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you my biggest regret. Okay.
Well, you've got to.
If that's all right.
Are you 14?
Well, no.
Okay.
Gosh, I hope I'm old enough to call in.
You'd better be. I just said a very hard lie.
I'm 18.
I just have to believe you. I just have to.
You know that.
Who up molesting, Alex? Hopefully none of us. Hopefully nobody is watching the stream while actively molesting. Please do not do that. I don't condone molesting. Chaney is officially on record, no molestation.
Hey, support that. I'm gonna tell you my biggest regret in recent times, though. Okay?
Please. I said please.
Oh, okay. Hey, girl, I can't hear you that well.
I'm sorry.
Be honest.
There are different microphones. I know. The phone is. Forgive me.
Hey, it's okay. I could also probably turn down my television. I am watching SpongeBob really loud.
I can't hear that.
Okay, great. Oh, perfect. My biggest regret in recent times, though, is there's this dude that I like, and he's in my friend's band. And the last time I went to one of his shows, they were playing together, and they were looking for somebody to, like, hook him up with. But I didn't say anything, because I wasn't trying to be all up on that immediately. I wasn't trying to look like a fool. But I kind of wish I had been, because now my friend's playing another show tomorrow, and I'm super stoked because I love my friend, and I love his band, and I love all the music they play, no matter who's playing. But my freaking prospect isn't going to be there. And I'm so irritated because he's on vacation with his family. Girl, whatever. So now I really regret that because like now I'm trying to move in, but then I also I just found out that he's going to school in Texas
Sure.
and I'm going to school here.
Okay. All
And
right.
I don't really know if I'm going to fuck with that. If
You mean like
God
literally?
willing, anything happens. No. I mean, like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do long distance.
Right,
If,
right.
God willing, anything happens. Because I've been trying to chat him up lately. I've been trying.
Okay.
But it's not working too great.
Okay. Fair enough. I mean, how much do you like this guy?
I like him well enough.
Chaney, enough. Chaney, move on. Stop. Jackie, I think you might be behind on the stream. I'm on a call with somebody else right now. I think you're probably, I don't know what your latency is. I don't know if you're watching the stream from Bulgaria or something, but you know, we're kind of off that topic. Wait a minute. I got somebody in the chat saying the sounds you were hearing, I'm fixing the mic. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Okay, because I switched it to this microphone. So if you can hear me better, that's good.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Excellent. What about this situation isn't working for you?
He never is on that cell phone. Like, I love to play on my cell phone. I love to talk to people on the phone. But he's like, he talks to people in real life. Like, he doesn't talk to people on the phone.
That sounds like
So
a good
it's just
thing.
like, I have to catch him in real life if I want to hang out with him or if I want to talk to him.
That's a good thing. No?
Well, like, I don't have the opportunity that often. He's always doing something. Because he's in multiple different bands. So he's always doing something for his music. And I really admire that. And he's going to school for music. I think he got a scholarship to the school he's going to. He's going to, like, a music-specific school.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy for him. But, like, he's always busy with that. And it's, like, that's not something that I'm not against that. I'm not upset about that in any way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very, very, very happy for him and what he does. And I'm happy that he's happy with what he does. But it's just, like, I can't ever see you because you're always doing some bullshit. And then the few opportunities I do get to see you, it's usually, like, our schedules don't align. Like, right now, I could go see him tomorrow if he was playing tomorrow, but he's not playing tomorrow. On August 2nd, he has a show, but I might be moving into my dorm on August 2nd. Like, our schedules just don't align ever.
And this is just somebody you like. This isn't like an official partner of any kind?
No.
That was like a...
This is my
it was not a yes
prospect.
or no. That was like a two options. You had to pick one of them.
No, it's not. This is an official partner. This is just, like, a guy I like.
Just a guy you like. Okay. Does he know that you like him?
I think so. My dumbass friend went and told him. Okay. Oh, my God.
Okay.
I don't know why anybody would do that to me.
Probably because it doesn't matter that much. It sounds kind of like you probably... Sorry. That guy, gone. Dunzo. Old news. Sounds like you're both going on to college. I don't see why you would start a relationship right now if you're planning to go to college later. It's like that almost never works. That's like a story as old as
I don't got no
time.
good prospects at my school.
You what?
I don't got any good prospects at my school, bro.
No prospects at your school? Well, you haven't even been there yet.
I've seen.
You haven't seen.
I've seen what I'm working with.
You haven't seen. You haven't even been to the actual campus.
Yes, I have, bro.
I'm assuming that this is like you're like a high school senior graduating going into the fall college?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you haven't even seen it. You haven't even lived it. That's different. It's totally different things. Visiting the campus, seeing online, different from actually being there.
Blah, blah, blah.
Wait till college. You'll see what I'm saying. You'll understand. And if not, you can always go to nearby colleges. You can go to other colleges, visit your friend colleges. There's a million people looking to date in college.
Yeah.
You're fine. Nothing to worry about.
So you don't think that I should ask him to do something soon, though?
You could do whatever you'd like, but I would just personally not put a lot of stake in this guy. Because I think your eyes are gonna widen. You're gonna understand very quickly that there are a billion people out there to date, especially when you go off to a college. You're gonna be surprised.
Well, the thing too is, I know you were talking to that guy earlier about like, oh, it's all about how you present yourself. I feel like nobody fucking likes me.
That's
all
not
the
true.
time.
Somebody likes you. Of course, somebody likes you. I mean, like people like you. You would not be here at all if people did not like you. Like, that's like a logical fallacy. You're calling into
I
this
guess.
stream. You're being given the time of day. Like, even I like you. The chatters like. Well, I can't speak on behalf of the chatters, but people like you. Like,
Wow, that's so
that's
sweet.
a mind trap. It's not true. That's like.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just hard. I've had pretty bad experiences with dating,
Mhm.
and I feel like it's just never like worth it. Like, it's never. I don't feel like the people I've dated actually have ever really liked me, and it's been more of like they like what I give them. Because all my relationships have ended with like me being the one that's hurt, and them being the one that's like totally fine.
It feels that way, but people carry that weight with them well into their
I
adulthood.
hope so.
Every relationship means something to somebody. It might not mean what you hope it does. You might want them to hurt more, you might want them to feel more, but no. Like, trust me, everybody feels everything that they experience in appropriate amounts, and it's way, way, way too early to call it. To be like, I'm undesirable and nobody wants to date me. You haven't even been to college yet. It's ridiculous.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I feel like it's going to be harder because I feel like I'm a very specific person that only another very specific person would really mesh well with.
That's
I feel
not
like
true.
I'm a very difficult person.
That's not true. That's not true. I mean, that's also, if it is true, that's a decision.
Mhm.
If you really are such a difficult person, like, you're way too young to be difficult. Everybody's difficult in their own ways when somebody gets to
You
know
don't
you.
understand. My life is falling apart.
Your life is not falling apart. You're going to college. It's falling into place.
I sure hope so.
What do you mean you
I hope
hope
that
so?
goes well
It is. It's happening right before
I don't
your eyes.
know.
You have go.
You never
have,
know.
You have
know what
ghost
could happen.
concerns. They're not real. I promise you.
Never
This is the most 18-year-old conversation I've ever had in my life. It's ridiculous. 18 years old. Relax. For the love of all
I'm
things
just
holy.
nervous. I'm nervous. I've
What?
never done this before. It's my first time.
That's what everybody says all the time, every day.
It's my first time living.
It's my first time trying to get a YouTube career going. It's my first time being 24 years old. It's my first time doing anything.
Right.
Come on.
24. Old as hell.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to, I'm trying to bless the streets out here, Trying to bless the youngins, trying to give them some advice, and I'm getting nothing. Can't get through to them. Can't get through to them. Chaney, I don't think we can say it like this. Even sets up calls to farm for content. Farm for content. I don't understand the terminology farm for content. You need to understand farming for content. I'm just talking to people. How is it farming to have people talk to you? Well, every kind of content is farming then. If you're making something interesting, it's farming. Is Christopher Nolan farming with Inception? Great, I'm comparing my stream to Christopher Nolan. Whatever. I'm not going to go down that road. Can there be an age limit on the callers? I'm not going to ask for an age, but if I start to get a vibe that a person is under a certain age, I'm going to probably hang up on them. But I feel like it's a little bit rude to hang up on people who are 18 and older. If somebody is 18 or above, I will respect that. I want this call. The core thesis of this show is to be anybody can call in. Anybody can call in. I don't want to discriminate. I want to give people the opportunity, okay? If people don't want to be in the opportunity, people don't want to do it. We're not going to reduce it to 16, Jeggy TV. Fuck it. Maybe my chat is full of molesters. It's not me, dude. I'm being within reason. I'm not talking to kids. I'm cooked. Career's over. Yeah, Chaney, when is the next interviewing video? Hopefully it's coming out soon. I'm actually editing it right now. I actually might I have a clip if you guys want to see a clip from the next stream. Like this short little tidbit. Even if they can't speak English. I'm not going to talk to some people. Yeah, no, I'm 21 or above. How did I buy this delicious bottle of Da Vinci Pinot Grigio from the 2025 collection? How did I buy that? If I'm not 21 years old. Were you ing for us? Fake ID? I did not. I don't care that much. I'm trying to give the chat some love right now because I took a lot of calls. I'm going to put a poll in the chat. I'm going to take a call or two more. I'm going to ask if people want to see the sneak peek. We'll see what the majority says. Okay. Let me take another call. Chat with Chaney, you're on the air.
How are you, sweetie?
I've never been better.
Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
How's it going? So, I think my grandson called you guys a little bit, like maybe 20 minutes ago.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, okay? I am trying to get the closest to genuine callers as I can. If you're calling in here with some skit about your grandmother, I'm sorry. Yeah, your porno PC and your grandma needs crack. I'm not answering that, dude. That's not real. I don't believe you at all. That's not real. Chat with Chaney, you're on the air.
Oh, yo, what's up, dog? How you doing?
Yeah, you're on the phone. You're on the phone with me.
Gotcha. So my regret, I'd say, I guess it was like a little out of my control, but like I kind of wish I could have stayed on ADHD meds when I was younger, like for longer. I feel like that probably could have given me that edge to like do better in school, wake up easier in high school and whatnot, and just kind of snowball forward into like actually applying for the scholarships and whatnot. So I can, because I ended up going to college in my home state. I would have loved to have gone to college outside of my hometown even, and I blame a lot of the fact that like my, like social anxiety or just struggles being social could have been solved years earlier instead of figuring it out like now. Like I'm pushing 30, so like I'm still living with mom and dad. Like it's not great, but like I feel like if I could have applied myself, if I had that kind of like little extra edge, because I was on ADHD meds for a little while, and if it weren't for the side effects, I generally thought I could have gone back to school and just dude, I want to get a math degree and actually completely change my life around, until it started getting some pretty nasty side effects, unfortunately. But damn, like I really feel like that could have, it's that big what if, I wish I could have been, it could have stayed on those meds. Well, I'm looking at chat here, and the meds that I was on was I was on Ritalin as a kid, but my mom said it was turning me into like a businessman, kind of like a zombie. I just wasn't bouncing off the walls like I used to. And
that's common, yeah, especially in children. So you said if you could go on further to a master's degree, were you able to successfully complete a bachelor's degree?
Yeah, I actually was. What I ended up I got hit. The pandemic hit in the middle of my bachelor's. So I swapped degrees in the middle of that, and I swapped to a Spanish degree, and I already speak Spanish. So I was just listening to mom and dad, like they were like, "You have to finish with the degree. We don't care what." So that's what I ended up doing. So I kind of took the easy route, but I still got a degree, and I mean I'm pretty disciplined. I can study still. Like I'd say I finishing college. I finished college, so it turned out pretty well. Yeah.
What about a master's degree entices you so much? Why go on and spend even more money?
Just it was more so like the what if, just like, oh, I think I could actually do this, at least with we got going on with like the meds and whatnot, like that, like it was that what if. But now these days it's not as much of it's not as enticing as it was. I'm working in IT right now, and I've got an okay job. but it's still just not enough to get me outside the house.
Hmm.
But like, it's just that what if in the back, back of my head, like, yeah, I probably would have had so much student loan debt compared to now. Probably like easily twice as much, three times more if I went.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends on what it is that you were gonna get with the masters. If you don't like your current job, and you're like trying to get it outside of the house, I would just encourage, why not try another career field? It's a shame to leave all that degree on the table, but crazier things have happened. I've met a variety of people who were able to pivot careers after college, who, I knew somebody who got a degree in marketing and ended up opening their own like hair salon. That's just what they love doing. Like, a degree is not a confirmation that you will do this thing forever. It's not a social contract. If you're interested and you're young enough, I mean, if you just graduated or you're like in your 30s even, like, there's plenty of time. If what you're doing right now doesn't make you happy, unless you have obligations like a family or you're in serious debt or something, there's no reason why you shouldn't try to build a life that you would enjoy. If you're the only person that you answer to, why not figure out what it is that you want to do?
That is some pretty solid advice. Yeah, it's the good stuff, man. Hey, I don't want to take up much more of your time, though, so I really appreciate it.
Sure. I mean, I'm glad you like it. Well, good luck, man. I mean, I've worked IT too. It sucks. I don't blame you for that. I don't blame you for that. But have a good rest of your night. I appreciate you calling in.
Hey, yeah, you as well. See ya.
Have a good one. I always feel like the advice I give is unsolicited. I don't think that people call in here for advice. Should I just not even give them advice? People can't imagine being in school. Yeah, it depends on the field as though. Degrees are fake. Just talk to people. More people get jobs and connections. That's true. Not degrees and applications. That's true. The connections are going to do way, way, way more for you than anything you could possibly do. You can get 1 million degrees. You can spend thousands and thousands of dollars. You should make fun of them and call them names. I'll think about that. Thank you, Salso. Somebody said earlier that this is a bad prompt. This is a bad question to ask. Biggest regret. Hey, if you got better ideas, should it be changed? What do you guys think I should be asking people? Should make fun of them and call them names. If you guys have a better prompt instead of biggest regret, throw it in the chat. I'll consider it. I'll see if I can ask people that. Chat with Chaney, you're on the air.
Oh, hey, Chaney.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, I do have the biggest regret I want to share, if I could.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my biggest regret is I never got your opinion on bagels.
How many times have you called in asking this question? How many times
This is my fourth.
have you
This is
chatted
my fourth.
asking this question? Is the fourth time? I think that's maybe a little bit... That's an undershot. I don't think that that's an accurate number.
No,
I
it's
think that
fourth.
you've maybe asked you've asked this question more than enough times. That's the amount of times that I understand it as. You have asked me my opinion on bagels more than enough times. There is documented
You don't
proof
give
of
me
me
an answer.
answering that question in the 6K Q&A. You can go check it out right now. I've answered this question. I have answered this
well,
question.
you can answer it again, just to be sure.
No,
I'm not
I
sure.
won't. I actually don't think I will. I don't think that I will answer that question for him. Sorry. I'm not going to do that. Okay. Okay, I guess that the vote won. 71% of you said that you want to see the sneak peek. It's not long. It's like 1 minute 42 seconds. You know my opinion. Go watch the 6K Q&A if you need my opinion on fucking bagels. Okay? 71% of you voted to watch this. So if you don't want to watch this, I apologize. I apologize for everybody who does not want to watch this video. But I'm about to show you a little bit of a promo here. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Where is this? For some reason, I don't see it here. Okay. Fucking bagels. He never answers the question. Why is he scared of bagels? I'm not scared of bagels. I've just answered this question countless times. I said that I'm ambivalent on the topic of bagels. Okay? I'm allowed to be ambivalent on the topic of bagels. I don't feel that strongly about it. I don't know that much about them. Their history. Yeah, see, there's a bagel assassin in the chat. There's reasons to be afraid. Chat with Chaney, you're on the air.
Oh, whoa, really? Holy crap.
Yeah, really. How's it going?
Oh, it's going good. First of all, I love the content. Okay, as a person that lives in Charlotte, I think like what you're doing is pretty cool, especially with like the South and stuff. Anyway, okay, so my biggest regret, also related to high school, but I'm not a high schooler. I'm an adult.
Okay.
All right.
Good. That is good. Great way to start.
Okay, so I regret not doing theater in high school. That's my biggest regret.
Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting because a lot of people I feel would regret doing theater. So the fact that you regret not doing theater, how is that?
Yeah. Okay, so I feel like I feel like my day-to-day, like my personality is one that I feel like really would have benefited from theater. Like I like doing theater-esque things such as being loud and annoying, but like, I don't know, like the idea of, I don't know, like acting always kind of like skeeved me out. And I thought I was like being cool and aloof by not doing theater, but I realized, we can cuss here, right? I can say,
you can cuss all you want.
Yeah. I realized that's like fucking retarded, so.
Sure, fair enough.
I was like, I feel like my life would have just been better if I'd been in a couple of plays, you know, linked up with like the theater people, see what they were doing. I don't know.
Sure. If you would let yourself enjoy things maybe a little bit more.
Exactly. I was like, damn. I think that's like a fruitful experience I could have missed out on. That I missed out on. I feel like.
Yeah, that's
like,
that's high school. Everybody does that. You think you got everything figured out. You know, you're making fun of people who are just doing normal things. Like, I can't believe somebody would enjoy video games. And then you're alone in college, like, oh, these are pretty fun, actually. You know what I mean? That's just normal. That's normal. Everybody's like that, man. So if you had, what do you do now? What do you do now that would be so different if you had done theater?
Oh, like my job? Oh, like I'm a software developer. Like I'm chilling. Like I really like that. Like that's like I enjoy doing that. Like
sounds like it worked out. Sounds like you didn't need to do a play.
Yeah, I'm not saying it didn't work out. I'm just saying like, you know, I don't know. But I think about that sometimes. I'm like, dang, what could I, you know, what could have happened? Like what cool skill? Because like I want to join an improv club. Like I feel like that would be fun. Like right now. But I'm like, oh, God, improv. That sounds so. Well, actually, it's not even hard. It's just like not super available, and it's a lot of effort. Like, there's not just like a single improv thing that just happens in the town. You got to like go to it and like.
Yeah. I think it's more of like if you've. I mean, there's improv that happens. I know, at least in Charlotte, I've heard of some of it. To each their own. I've never really been that interested in it, but if nothing else. Even if it's like not to become a famous actor or all this other stuff, whatever people it is that do improv, it's like there's fun to be had. There's fun to be had. It's like just to meet people, just mess around. It's like it's a good social outing, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm missing. My friend tells me that I need to go outside more, and unfortunately, she's probably right.
That's true of everybody. Everybody needs to go outside more, man. I'm in the same boat. I don't blame you at all.
I mean, dude, you're like getting outside, doing your little interviews. I'm like, oh my God, I'm terrified.
Yeah. No, I mean that's why I started doing those, was because my original content was stuff that would keep me inside way too long. So I needed content that would force me out of my house, because otherwise I would just rot indoors and never see the sun. So I was like, I've got to force myself outside, you know.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you calling in. Good luck, software deving.
Thanks.
Hey, you know, if you get the chance, why not hit up an improv class? Why not?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. You're right. Thanks, man.
There you go, man. There you go. Hey, have a good rest of your night.
You as well.
I like that guy. I like a lot of the people that call in. Most people give a pretty decent call. I know a loser. This is employed, but his job title is temp software engineer, parentheses temporary. German fan and Jeggy are having a little bit of a back and forth here in the chat. A little bit of a beef here. I thought he said Peter at first, and I was wondering who Peter was. Can you South End? He goes, did anybody give me a question that was better than the one I originally had? Oh, look, nobody did. Somebody said the prompt was a bad one. Okay. Give me a better prompt, and I'll ask it. I don't care. I'm not married to the question of your biggest regret. Okay, whatever. I said that I would do a promo, a little tidbit of the next video if people liked. People 71%, so I apologize. I apologize for everybody that did not vote for best drinking experience. Okay, that's a good one actually. Simply because it also alienates all the teenagers. That way you can always tell. 1 second. Biggest regret, best you know, they're kind of similar genres, to be honest with you. Best drinking experience and biggest regret. Typically, those things are intertwined, honestly. But anyways, I'm going to show this little promo here for you guys. Let me see what I can do here. Worst working experience. That's also a good one. Man, I should leave this to you guys. You guys should stream. I don't even need to be here. I don't even need to fucking be here, to be honest with you. All right. Let's get this going really quickly. Just a little promo because people asked for it. I didn't want to do it. I've got this pulled up here, okay? Like I said I'd do it. Promo of the next video for the people that like it. It's supposed to be about 4th of July. We're going to just play it really quickly here.
We got going on, boss.
How you doing, Ben Frank?
Excellent.
Favorite American in history? Christopher Columbus, obviously.
Yo, NBA Youngboy's my favorite American. Yo, tap me up, dude. I love that guy, man. What is something that makes you proud to be American? What's something that only we do?
Well, I'm not going to say I'm proud of this, but as an American, we can prioritize profit over people, and that's not a good thing. But whenever you're American, capital is everything.
Gumbo, biscuits and gravy.
The United States of America is officially celebrating its 250th birthday, which means my home and everything I've ever known is now 2.5 centuries old. Now, I won't speak for you, but I personally feel like that's kind of a long time. It's longer than I've even been alive. It's an especially long time for an idea that should have failed after maybe 4 weeks. A bunch of wealthy guys don't want to pay taxes, so they make their own country with new rules. That feels like an idea a frat from the University of Georgia would have, not the origin story of a global superpower. Despite these truths I feel are self-evident, the American experiment trudges on into the dark unknown. But how do the American citizens feel about this dark future? I'm gonna find out. I set out onto the streets of Charlotte, North Carolina yet again to ask my fellow American what makes them proud to be an American, among other things. There you go. There you go, folks. Hope you enjoyed your little tidbit there. I know John Bagel didn't. He's personally offended by the whole bagel controversy I've got going on here. I understand. No offense taken. No offense taken. But that's what we got going on. That's what the next video is going to look like. I appreciate you guys always being positive and supportive of my stuff. I hope that this one turns out as good as I'm hoping it will be. I got a decent amount of interviews that night when I was out for the 4th, and I think it was pretty good. I was pretty proud of it. So let me know. I guess I don't even. You guys already let me know. Thank you for being. Thank you for being supportive. Anyways, back to the matter at hand here. Back to the regular stream here. Going back to the rainy hut sound effect in the background. Let's take another call. Guys. Thank you. Okay, this rocks hard. Peak. I agree, it's Peel. Wow, this video fucking sucks. Hey, you know, teach their own. I can't wait to watch it. I hope you watch it next Friday. Hopefully it'll be out Friday. Prompt overlay off. Thank you for catching that. That's what I'm saying. You guys are practically streaming for me at this point. I don't even do anything. Chat with Chaney, you're on the air. Hello. Hello.
This message has.
That's just taking too long. That's just taking too long. This is what it sounds like to live in a fish tank? Honestly, probably. Chat with Chaney, you're on the air.
Can't wait, Chaney, you're on the air. That's what you sound like. Fucking bitch.
What's your best drinking Wow. All right. All right. So I'm a fucking bitch. I apologize, guys. I apologize, guys. I mean, best drinking experience is a little bit too personalized. I feel like I'm not entirely certain that there's going to be a lot of people who can answer that question. Let me see what we got here. Okay, dude. Chat with Chaney, you're on the air.
Hello?
You're on the air.
Oh, gosh. Oh, man, this is just exciting. What am I supposed to talk about?
What's your best drinking experience?
Oh, man, my best drinking experience. You know, it's also my worst drinking experience. You know, have you ever played, like, what's it called? Drinking Mario Kart, or, like, you know, the Mario Kart where you drink a lot?
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart, yes. Yeah, so my friend and I, we played that instead of with beer, though, with like an apple-flavored Jack Daniels whiskey, I believe.
Oh
and let me just tell you, man, that was not a great experience. The motto of the night was, it was fun until it wasn't, because him and I, we threw up about 5 times each, and I thought I was floating throughout the night. Like, you know, I'm sitting down on the bathroom floor, and I'm flying. But, you know, I would never trade that night in for the world. That was so much fun. Again, until it wasn't. But still, that was great.
Mario Kart with shots of whiskey?
Yeah, well, like, you know, I don't actually think we were playing Mario Kart, like, the real rules. But we were just drinking a lot. You know, we weren't really paying attention.
Sure. Sure. Golly. I mean, for those of you that are not familiar, Mario Kart is a form of the Mario Kart game where you and your friends will have to finish a certain drink before the end of the race. So you can drink it at the beginning, you can drink it throughout, you can drink it at the end. And I guess they were drinking whiskey, drinking hard liquor. You had to finish a drink of whiskey before finishing a race in Mario Kart? That's ridiculous. Oh
yeah, it wasn't a great idea. And
you
you
know
know,
what?
like, neither of us are heavyweights, so it was yeah.
Wow. Golly. Can I ask you one last question before you go? I'll let you go after this.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Just for posterity's sake, what is your biggest regret?
My biggest regret? My biggest regret. Give me like 3 seconds. Probably sorry, I'm actually married. Probably proposing to my wife. You know, I act like I like her and everything, but in reality, it's rough. Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah? You went from Mario Kart, drinking whiskey, which is like banal, it's whatever, to being like, my biggest regret is getting engaged to my wife?
Yeah, you're right. It probably was drinking all that much. That was a lot of alcohol.
Oh, wow. Saving face now. Your biggest regret now is the drinking too? What the hell is that supposed to mean? You gotta unpack that.
I kept throwing up and stuff. I kept throwing up.
Getting married?
No. From the apple whiskey.
No, dude. You just said your biggest regret is getting engaged to your wife.
No, I didn't.
What? Man, you gotta play it straight with me.
I never said that in my life.
Okay, I can't believe that guy. That guy was not going to play straight with me. He was just lying. Trolling. Chad with Chaney, you're on the air.
Oh, yes. What is going on?
Not much.
My name is Matumbo.
Am I on the phone with Wario?
No, you're on the phone with Matumbo.
Matumbo. How do you spell that?
It's M''T''U''M''B''O.
M''T''M''B''O?
Yes, Matumbo.
You know what? I'll roll with it. What's your best drinking experience, Matumbo?
Look, I don't know if this is my best drinking experience because I had a bad time when I did it. But I had just went to a house party about 2 weeks ago. I took this girl that I had been asking out for like 3 months. She finally said, I go. So we go to the party. And then I have to go to the store to get some more drinks because the guys ran out. Mm-hmm. Tell me why when I come back, I hear her doing things in the room with 2 of the guys at the party. I didn't even get to hit the drink yet.
I mean, 2 of the guys? Were you sure it was 2 of the guys?
Look, they were telling me the story at the door because they didn't want me to act an African idiot. So I was trying my best to keep my composure, but I know how she sounds. So I am listening. And then when I see her come out of the room with no bottoms on, I say, hey, what's going on? She tells me to screw myself. And she goes in the room, in a second room, with another guy. And then the sounds come out again.
You just got to leave at that point. You just got to leave at that point, man. Why'd you stay for that? That's embarrassing. They're stepping all over you, man. Get out of here.
And what is so crazy, I look like Burna Boy. So there should not be no reason that she would not give me the chance. So she used me to get to the party.
What'd you do after that? What'd you do?
I took the bottle of Hypnotic that I bought, and I left. After they finished.
After... You waited until they finished to leave? Why?
It is in African custom that we stand there just in case we get a turn.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that the last caller was, in fact, not actually an African. I have reason to believe that the guy who just called in was just incredibly racist. I have reason to believe that the guy who just called in was not telling the truth at all. But hey, you know, you win some, you lose some. You gotta. Yeah, I mean, that was a call coming from Dallas. I mean, like, you got the area code on that one. I had to pull it up just to confirm it was not an international number. I'm not sure that guy's actually from Africa. Pretty sure he's just from the general Dallas area. But thank you for calling in. I appreciate your commentary. That was wonderful. That was really wonderful. Okay, this guy is racist. Chud alert for reference. Burna Boy's weird looking. All right, I trust you. I got... Love the content. Keep it up, dude. Thank you, King Awesome Octopus, for the $5. That's honestly more than I deserve. This stream, I'm not sure I would call it top-notch. I certainly wouldn't call it the best quality content that's ever been made. But thank you guys, as always, for watching the streams. I usually will end it here at 10:30. We're not really getting many calls in tonight, but I appreciate everybody for being here. We're going to do another one on Monday and another one on Thursday. I know I've been semi-inconsistent with the streams, but I enjoy making them. And the content should be out by Friday. The new video, that tidbit you just saw, should be out by Friday. So ideally, if I can edit that all out, get it done, crank it out, I can just do right. And then I can probably get myself going out next weekend to interview more people. So I'm trying to figure out what works best, what's working, what isn't. It's all like a matter of time. figuring this stuff out. I think I've got one more. This is your first time here? Well, I appreciate you I appreciate you dropping in. Glad you liked it. Please, also, final reminder, I've got another call I'm going to take. I was watching the SpongeBob movie on Monday. If you guys know anybody who would be willing to call in, want to chat, let them know. Give them this number. Anyone can call in from anywhere, anytime. Please. Call in, tell your parents, tell your friends, tell old friends, tell anybody. I don't care. Anybody can call in for any reason. I'll take any call about anything. Ideally, I would prefer they're not teenagers because that's just weird. I'd rather not dabble in that, but just let anybody know. Give them that number, 980-223-0908. That's 980-223-0908. Tell anybody and everybody. Let them know that you can call this number, show them a clip of the stream, whatever it is. I'll take any call. I've got one more call here. Chat with Chaney, you're on the air.
Hey, how you doing, Chaney?
Doing excellent. How are you?
Good, good. It's the best drinking experience. I think I got something that'll be interesting for your stream here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, a couple years back, I went to Anthrocon. Do you know what that is?
Anthrocon, please, enlighten us.
Sure. It is the world's biggest furry con. It just happened for this year, back on like July 4th and everything. Now I've been sober for 2 years, not since then, but a little bit later after that. It's aside from the point. But I think that was probably the best drinking experience I ever had, because the con actually opens up to the riverfront of the Allegheny River in Pittsburgh. And you just got fucking people in costumes and like gear and and I mean gear, like if you know what I'm talking about, and just literally getting blazed out there. And I got to say, probably the best drinking experience I've ever had.
I'm not going to lie to you. I wasn't there with you at the beginning. You say FurryCon, you say Pittsburgh. I'm thinking to myself, this sounds this sounds like rough. It sounds bad. Beginning of a tragedy. But now I'm starting to think a little bit more about it. Personally, you know what? I think getting blitzed at a FurryCon might be one of the best places to get blitzed at. Just get absolutely off your ass.
You know, I will tell you what. You know, you do a lot of the interviews and stuff. I found your channel off of the Ask Gen Z one. I think it was a different title at some point. But you know, I think your style of interviews are really interesting, especially because they go on that Channel 5 aspect. I see that you're trying to like sort of emulate that energy, and I like that. You know, furry conventions are something where it's very hard for people to go ahead and break into. Not break into literally, but like, you know, go and do man on the street interviews like you do.
Sure.
But if you're at one where it's in a somewhat major city, you're outside the con area, I think you can land some pretty good interviews outside that. So, but yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good time.
Damn. I see. That's actually the thing. I'm hoping. I mean, the Channel 5 is flattery. I'm not entirely going directly for Channel 5. I know that they were a little bit more journalistic and maybe shitposty, but I like them. I love them, obviously. In fact, this next video that's coming out, I interviewed a guy who used to be friends with Andrew back in college, which is just an interesting, you know,
all
like
gas, no brakes era.
Exactly, like small world. He used to be in a couple of the street interviews that are now deleted, but I got to talk to that guy for a little bit. But yeah, no, that's the goal ultimately. Is I'd like to reach a point where I'm making at least a sizable enough, at least part-time income. If I can make enough money through this stuff to pay all my basic bills, then I'm willing to travel anywhere in the United States. I'm willing to go to any convention. I'm willing to talk to anybody anywhere. Like, I'd even go visit fans. Like, if I can make content out of something, I just want to get out there and, like, talk to people, make videos, interview people. I think it'd be fun. So I'm hoping to eventually reach a point where I could go do something like that. Just get blitzed at a FurryCon. And maybe I'd invite you out there with me. You know, I've got a guy who can guide me, a shaman of drunk FurryCon experience.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a social media guy. You know, I do it for a living, so it's always fun. But yeah, no, I mean, you're doing the good work. You're doing the streams. You're doing the social media. I like that. You're doing really good out there. So just want to say I stumbled upon your channel, really like the experience. So, best of luck to you. And if I see you out there, I'll see you out there.
I appreciate that, man. I really do. I really do. I appreciate you reaching out. That's a good story. It's also a good tip. Maybe I'll go out there and get drunk at a furry convention.
There you go.
But I appreciate you calling in, man. Yeah, good. That's the thing,
Take
too.
care.
It's like safe. Yeah, have a good night.
You too.
Oh, man, I cut him off before he could say you too. Thank you. You too. Thank you for saying you too. I appreciate that. Have a good rest of your night. Thank you for calling in. Getting listed at FurryCon is great. You're better than Channel 5, Chaney? I don't know. They're different arenas. I wouldn't say I'm better or worse. I'm probably worse, but if I lean a certain way, it's worse. But I wouldn't say I'm better or worse. But thank you. That's very flattering. The Vor line for Anthicon was very long. There was a Vor line? There's a Vor line? Okay. I think that the best way to interact with any of that stuff is just get drunk. Here's the thing. I would be uncomfortable at a furry con just because I don't understand it. You always fear what you don't understand. But if I was drunk at a furry convention, I would maybe be the most comfortable I've ever been in my life. You're drunk, surrounded by people who are all nice, people who are easy to talk to, people who love to talk, because when you're drunk, you just want to talk. People who talk about being furries, people talk about building their suits, working for Anthropic, because a lot of those furries, they work for those defense contractors. But you know what I'm saying. Raw journalistic experience, yeah, I guess so. I'm going to take another call here, because I got one. I'll take another call here. I'm always willing to stretch till 11 if there's calls. If there's no calls, I'll let it go. Chat with Chaney, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up, man? Man, I'm just calling, man, just tell you, man, I love this content. Turned on to your channel about a week ago. My homeboy, he watches you a lot. So, he say you got some good lives and stuff like that. So I got turned on to it, man.
Sure,
and I like
I
it so far. And I also want to let you know I am African and I am not racist. I've been living in America since I was 9 years old, so my accent ain't all the way there. But when I get angry, I can turn it back on.
Wow,
I can let people know that I am African. I am from Nigeria. I was born and raised in Nigeria till I was 9. Then I moved to Oak Cliff, Texas. And that's where I currently live now.
That would be, I'll tell you this honestly, if I was to get into some kind of a traffic altercation or something with a guy who's talking like you originally did with a southern accent, just out of nowhere busts out an African accent, I'd be terrified. I'd feel like the NOS was just switched on. That'd be like, oh shit, like this guy's serious. That's a great trick to have in the bag.
Very, 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 because sometimes I have to get angry. And then when I get angry, I proceed to talk like this. I was very angry about that situation at the party.
Yes.
And now I just added that I stayed. I did leave. I did leave. I left before anything. The rest of the story I was telling you was what they told me.
Damn.
I was gone when they told me she went off in the room.
That shit's so disrespectful, man. I can't believe somebody would even do that,
Yeah, they did, and I guess she did it because I do content too. So, I guess she was going to tell everybody, go to his channel and spam him, but I guess nobody did. So, I didn't really care. She wasn't my bra, no way.
That's ridiculous.
So I didn't care.
That's fair. It's good at least that you didn't care, like the stakes is a little bit lowered, it's all content. It's content game, but still, disrespectful.
Exactly.
Dang.
Nah, man, I'm watching you. I'm subscribing to this channel, and I'm going to definitely stay tuned with you because I like your content. Me, I just tell stories. I tell prison stories.
Oh, you were in prison?
Yeah, I was.
If it's not too personal.
From 18 years to 28, armed robbery.
Damn. I mean, I don't want to ask you too much about that if you don't want to share.
No, you can ask what you want to ask.
I guess I'd be curious about what's it like. I'm a 24-year-old shithead here. I want you to tell me what you think about it. I mean, you say you tell stories for content. I want to hear it from you. You tell me what I should know.
Well, Well, basically, I tell everything. Like to me, it's not like a lot of the prison people, because in different areas it's different rules. It's a different set of actions. Now we all know that being in TDC, because I was in TDC, so that's a world within a world, just like in Virginia, just like in Georgia. It's different things that apply. Short story. First day I got there, I did not believe about the candy on the bed, the honey bugs, the things of that nature. So when I first got, after we went through intake, because they don't put you in a pod or nothing yet. You got to stay in intake for like a couple of weeks. They need to make sure you don't have no certain STDs or no certain illnesses. So, that was a problem because every time I turn around, I had to get butt naked. I had to spread your cheeks and lift up your sack. And the worst thing that I hate is being nut to butt. And basically being nut to butt is they got us, all of us dudes stripped butt naked, and we're literally standing right behind up on another man's butt.
Damn.
So
And that's all for
like,
armed
I would
robbery?
turn,
Like this isn't even. You're not even in.
That's just how they do it, and it's crazy because the people that I robbed, the girl, she ended up vouching for me and saying that it wasn't me, even though she knew it was me.
Huh.
So, baby, okay, another long story short, I used to bar hop. So I would go to the bar and I would just look for a victim. I found me the perfect victim. The dude was up there with his chick. I followed him. They parked in the back of the alley because a lot of our parking lots are in alleys. So they parked in the alley. The lights wasn't working. He kept saying he felt like somebody was following. She said he was just drunk. It wasn't that. So by the time they got to the car, I ran up on him, mask on, pistol up. I said, get butt naked. And the reason that you tell them to get butt naked, because you don't want them to hang you their wallet yourself because they could pull a gun. This is Texas. So they could pull a gun, anything, then we having a shootout. So you just make them take their clothes off. And, I said, get butt naked, put all your clothes in the bag. He was like, can I at least keep on my boxers? And I was like, I don't give a damn what you do. Just give me your shirt and your bottoms and your shoes. And, he did it. So the girl, she had a dress on. So I didn't ask her nothing because I wasn't robbing her. I was robbing him. So, she took her dress off and she handed me her dress, handed me her bracelet, handed me her little handbag or whatever that was she had up under her arm, but it was a clutch or something like that. And she put it in the bag. When she put it in the bag, she did the weirdest thing. She got down on her hands and knees and she said, do whatever you want, just don't hurt us. And when she did that, I reached in the bag, handed her the clothes back, stepped backwards, and ran into a security guard. He had me at gunpoint, shotgun.
Dang.
And he called the police. And, the boyfriend was ready to tell. He was giving statements and everything. That girl, I heard her say right when they was coming, she told him, she said, laws come, I go blind. Sorry, sir, I didn't see shit.
Huh. Wow, damn. I mean,
So
do you feel like you regret after having, served the punishment for that? Do you look back on that with regret at all?
Yes, I do, because while I was locked up, my daughter, not trying to put all that out there, she ended up being taken advantage of by her mama's boyfriend, and I wasn't out to handle business like I would have. My mom passed away while I was in there.
Man.
So because I didn't get out till I was 28. She had been gone 3 months before I got out.
Man.
So I didn't get to see her.
Sure.
It's hard to get a lot of jobs, so I have to mow yards, for a living, and just hope this YouTube stuff pop off real big. And it's just like I'm 10 years. That's still a long time. I'm young, still I'm only 40, but 10 years of my life was gone. Like, I could have been doing everything from 18 to 28.
Yeah.
Because I had to stay the whole. I didn't do 9 or 80% of the time and get out. You know, like, they made me do it all, day for day.
Sure.
You know, got in fights in there. You know, I've been jumped on a couple of times. I've been stabbed. You know, I won a majority of them except for the ones that I got jumped on because I'm also 2-time state champion in Shotokan karate, open style fighting. You know, and I'm a world champion in Little Rock, Arkansas. You know, so I was going in there pretending like I was timid at first, and you know, them old heads told me straight up, don't do that.
Sure.
They say don't do that. I'll keep it to yourself and trying to be quiet. They said you gonna get tried, and he wasn't lying. So, you know, once I had to show about 2 or 3 of them, then it turned into 4 or 5, and then like after that, everybody let me alone. I didn't go in there, I didn't join no gang, you know, because that's the first thing that a person want to do. And I'm telling anybody that's listening, if you go, don't join a gang. You can stand on your own too. Normally, when you just fight one person, whether you win or lose, as long as you fight back, they'll respect you for it. You know, joining that gang stuff is overrated. The gang do something and you don't do nothing, you get in trouble. The gang do something and they think you didn't do enough, you get in trouble. They beat you, they'll stab you up. Like it's just not worth. I don't think so many youngsters coming out. Yeah, so many youngsters coming out lose their life, and for what? Because they couldn't stand on their own. They felt like they was in there alone. Whoever gonna talk to you, gonna talk to you. You can't trust everybody though. Because a person because just like I told you, I walked in myself. I had candy and honey. I thought that was the welcoming party. And then I remember what an old head told me in county. He said, first thing they gonna do, if they like you, somebody gonna put something on your bed. He said, you have to let them know in front of everybody we ain't rocking like that. So when I seen it, and I like Snickers, so I was fixing to open them jokers and turn them up, and then it hit me. I got all the stuff up. I walked over to because I was on the second tier. So I walked up to the railing, and I said, attention dorm. Attention dorm. I say, whoever gave me this, and I threw it out. I said, no thank you. And the character Matumbo, you know, that was actually an African that was in there that gave me that stuff.
Dang. Really?
And, you know, me and him ended up getting in a fight in the shower, and I beat the brakes off of him. Donkey kicked him, everything.
Damn.
You know, like, he was trying to violate.
Damn.
Because, you know, he thought that I was soft. But then, you know, after the first 2 fights, we fought in the shower, we fought in the laundry, dude. You know, and after we fought that second time, you know, like, he left me alone. He stopped messing with me.
That's you know, it's so interesting to hear all that because, you know, there's all this TV and stuff and all this media talking about what it's like on the inside and like what it's like the way in which like, oh, you got like gangs, this, all like, you know, beat up the biggest guy there, this. But it's interesting to hear it from the actual perspective of somebody who's lived that.
And I tell you, so that beating up that biggest guy stuff, hey, y'all, if y'all really know how muscle is, you have to be skilled. You have to know technique, and you have to be skilled to take on. Because that African, he was about 6'5". He was about 240 something, 250 something pounds.
That's a big man.
Yes, and hitting him, like when I was hitting him, it was like punching concrete. So I had to start finding his weak point. So I hit him in the solar plexus. I hit him up under his armpits, and I hit him in the neck because apparently he didn't work on his neck. So, you know, like I had to hit him in places like that. And then the second time we fought, I'm not going to even lie to y'all. He had me in a corner, so I wasn't finna tussle with him. You know, so, yeah, I reached down and grabbed the place that I knew was vulnerable, and I squeezed.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to survive, man.
And if y'all can hear how he hollered, oh, oh, let me go, let me go. And then I said, yeah, and I told him when we finished and they was taking us out in handcuffs, I said, I am from the jungle myself.
Damn.
And then the next time I saw me to my cousin, you are my cousin.
Hey, you know, that got the point across, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, because he told everybody, he used to grab my balls. He grabbed my balls. Like, oh man, he'll do anything. They was already worried about the kicking because they would always say, we need to get him in the cell. If we go one-on-one, get him in the cell. Well, the hands are quicker than the legs.
Yeah, I believe that.
You know, so you're just making it worse for yourself to try to confine me. Just like what he did, he tried to confine me. But as I told you, he was too muscular. He looked like he had every bit of 15 years of doing nothing but push-ups.
Too big for his own
So,
good.
you know, like, yeah. So, you know, like, hitting him, that's how it sounded. And it wasn't doing nothing to him.
Weren't doing nothing.
So now I had to just find weak points. When I found the weak points, that was it. But the second time, I said, I got to get up out of here. And yes, I reached down and I put the jaws of life with these hands.
Damn. Hey, that's what you got to do, man. That's what you got to do.
Yeah,
I hate to cut you
real.
off because this has been one of the best calls I've had all night. But I'm reaching the time limit here, and I gotta take a piss. I gotta be honest with you.
All right.
But I appreciate
All
your
right.
support, man. I'm glad you called in. What was your name? Can I ask your name?
My name is Nooney.
Nooney?
And you know, like if anybody looking for me, they can Nooney, Nooney.
Okay.
Nooney.
Nooney.
You know, if y'all looking for me on social media, it's Big Nooney.
Big Nooney on social media.
Big Nooney stories.
Big
on
Nooney stories
YouTube.
on social media. On YouTube. It is? YouTube?
Yeah, it's YouTube.
For sure.
Yeah, I also have a playlist on the Dante Show Network. So if y'all go to the Dante Show Network, you know, you can go into the channel and see my playlist.
Sure.
And it'll say Big Nooney Stories, and it should be about 300 stories in there.
For sure. I'm totally fine with that self promo. You gave me a great talking to tonight, man. I appreciate you calling in. If you guys want to hear more about that,
really?
go ahead and reach out to that. Yeah, go check that stuff up. What he said. Great Nooney. The big. He said.
Yeah, Big Nooney.
Big Nooney.
BigNooney. Big Nooney Stories.
All right.
And y'all can find me if the channel don't pull up. Y'all can find me on the Dante Show Network.
Dante
We
Show.
update every day. I drop a new story every day.
There you
So,
go.
you know, y'all can go in the channel and y'all will see it. I have my own playlist there.
For sure. Well, you guys heard him. If you want to hear more of that, go ahead and check that out. I gotta go though. I'm hitting the limit here, and I really gotta piss, man. But I thank you so much for calling in, man. I appreciate your call.
Yeah, I had to call back because I ain't racist. You know, that's just my character.
Yeah,
You know,
people thought you were just some white teenager making a racist joke or something, man.
Nah, y'all. I'm not like that. Cool people. But I appreciate you, man. I know you said you got to go. And
For
I'm
sure.
steady going to be watching. So
I appreciate
you
that a
know,
lot.
we
You know,
do.
if you want to call in again, man, I'll be doing these Mondays and Thursdays.
All right, I will. I got you.
For sure. All right. I appreciate you, man. You have a good rest of your night.
All right, then.
Have a good
Bye.
one, man. Thank you guys for tuning into the stream as always. I've really got to piss. I saw one chatter say, "Bro the diamond in the rough phone call." That's absolutely true. I could not have expected that phone call to come out of anywhere. But I'm glad that guy called in. That was really interesting. That's the most interesting thing I think I've seen all night. But thank you guys for calling in. Hope you have a good rest of your night. We'll be doing this again on Monday. Let me check here. Let me check the calendar. Monday, July 13th at 9 p.m. Same as always. Let everybody know. Tell anybody who could ever call in, anybody who wants to call in. Anybody can call in about anything. I just listened to this guy, spent time in prison, heard his opinion about the inside on that. Anybody can call in. I'll take any call. I'll take calls as long as they're not teenagers. But thank you guys for coming out. Hope you have a good rest of your night. I appreciate y'all.